Piers Morgan discourse illiberal. Piers Morgan, a man who's become one of the loudest voices in today's culture war. Love him or hate him, Piers is unapologetically challenging woke culture, Hollywood hypocrisy, and the relentless march of cancel culture.
Well, no, but if I asked you, for example, should biological males be allowed to compete in women's sport? Hang on, what would you say?
This is a crazy question that I'm not here to talk about.
What would you say?
Because it's not something
you can't
I'm an
answer,
expert
can you?
on. I'm not an expert on it.
No.
With his no-nonsense approach, he's taking aim at everything from controversial gender debates to the absurdities of celebrity preaching. Piers isn't one to tiptoe around uncomfortable topics, and his bold takes have left audiences either cheering him on or fuming. So is he a voice of reason in a world gone mad, or just stirring the pot? Stick around to find out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get started.
Let me ask you a question. Do you understand and appreciate?
What are all these dog whistles and talking points?
They're not dog whistles and talking points. They are legitimate areas of concern. You can't just call everyone who disagrees with you transphobic.
Piers Morgan's rise to prominence. Piers Morgan's career has been nothing short of a media whirlwind. Starting off as an ambitious young editor in the British press, he quickly gained a reputation for his fearless, often controversial take on the news. But it was during his time as a host on Good Morning Britain where Piers truly found his footing as a cultural critic, unafraid to push buttons and confront the status quo.
I'm a big Messi fan, but let me just explain this to you.
Answer my question. Would you allow him, if he said I'm a woman, to play in the American women's national team?
You're using the wrong pronoun.
Yes, right now. Hell yeah, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Messi on the U.S. women's national team? Hell yeah.
Would you allow
that
Usain Bolt to do that and be in the sprinting team?
Yes, because that would mean they're a trans woman. They identify as women.
I get it. So just to be clear, you'd let Lionel Messi play in the women's national football team and destroy women's football forever. You'd let Usain Bolt...
it'd be very difficult to get a ticket, which would suck.
I want to do a little checklist here. You'd let Usain Bolt compete as a sprinter in the American women's Olympic team?
Yes.
Okay. You would let Floyd Mayweather compete as a boxer in the women's American boxing team?
Yeah,
you are
of course
a
you have to be
complete
like the
and utter
heavyweight.
lunatic.
His outspoken style, sharp wit, and willingness to challenge popular narratives made him both loved and loathed, but undeniably unforgettable. Over the years, Piers has carved out a unique position as a leading voice against what he calls the insanity of woke culture and Hollywood hypocrisy. Today, he's known for taking bold stances on issues that make most public figures tread lightly, from the limits of gender identity to the double standards in the entertainment industry. His rise from newspaper editor to one of the most influential voices in the culture war was fueled by a deep commitment to free speech, no matter how uncomfortable it might make some people feel. Confronting woke celebrities. One of the things that sets Piers Morgan apart is his relentless challenge to the woke celebrities who seem to spend more time preaching than practicing. He's been vocal about Hollywood's double standards, calling out stars who lecture the public on climate change while jetting around the world in private planes. A prime example, the annual Met Gala, a spectacle where celebrities arrive in extravagant outfits, fresh off their private jets, only to give speeches about saving the planet. For Piers, this hypocrisy is not only laughable, but insulting to audiences who see the disconnect between the message and the messenger. Piers doesn't just stop at environmental issues. He takes aim at the entire Hollywood elite, highlighting how their performative activism often feels more like virtue signaling than genuine advocacy. He's pointed out how certain celebrities seem more interested in riding the wave of popular causes to boost their own image rather than making a real difference. According to Piers, these stars have created a culture where speaking out is more about aligning with the latest trend than about standing up for authentic beliefs. And he's not afraid to ruffle feathers when it comes to specifics. Remember the backlash over Disney's decision to remove the dwarfs from Snow White to appear more progressive? Piers didn't hold back, arguing that this so-called inclusivity actually robbed dwarf actors of key roles in Hollywood, one of the few iconic roles written specifically for them. Instead of promoting inclusivity, Disney's moves seem more like an attempt to appear woke without thinking of the real impact. To Piers, this kind of hypocrisy is emblematic of a larger problem, one that goes beyond Hollywood and touches on how society treats genuine voices of dissent. By taking on celebrities and Hollywood institutions, Piers has positioned himself as a rare figure in media, one who isn't afraid to confront the powerful, even if it means taking unpopular stances. The impact of Piers Morgan's commentary. Piers Morgan's outspoken commentary has had a significant impact on the cultural conversation, stirring debate and challenging the norms of public discourse. His willingness to call out hypocrisy and push back on popular narratives has made him a lightning rod for both support and criticism. Many see him as a refreshing voice, a figure unafraid to speak his mind in an era where even slight deviations from the accepted view can lead to backlash or even cancellation. For his fans, Piers represents a much-needed advocate for free speech and common sense in an increasingly polarized world. But his influence extends beyond just rallying supporters. Piers has pushed hard on the idea that woke culture isn't just an annoyance. In his view, it's a threat to freedom of thought and expression. He believes it's creating an environment where people are increasingly afraid to share their genuine opinions, leading to a kind of self-censorship that stifles open debate. By taking on controversial issues head-on like gender debates in sports, inclusivity versus fairness, and the excesses of Hollywood, individuals are pressured to think, act, and speak within narrow, acceptable boundaries or risk being silenced. By refusing to bow to social pressures, Piers is not just challenging Hollywood or political correctness. He's calling on a culture that could stifle the very foundations of democracy, open debate, and the free exchange of ideas. In a time when society is divided on so many fronts, Piers Morgan's defiance has become a symbol of resistance for those who believe in the value of individual thought and freedom of speech. Whether you agree with him or not, his cultural significance is undeniable, as he urges us to consider what kind of society we want to be. A society that silences dissent or one that values the diversity of thought. Call to action. So whether you're a fan or a critic, one thing is clear. Piers Morgan isn't backing down anytime soon. He's willing to confront the uncomfortable issues and go up against some of the most powerful figures and movements of our time, no matter the backlash. Love him or hate him, Piers is pushing society to confront its own contradictions and question what it truly values: free expression, open debate and individuality, or conformity and censorship. Now we want to hear from you. What's your take on Piers Morgan's unapologetic stance against woke culture? Do you see him as a necessary voice for reason, or is he simply stirring the pot? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into today's biggest cultural debates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.